Assalamu alaikum. This is Mubashra Aslam from the platform of Innovative Learning. The video is about participle. So let's see the first slide regarding participle. Firstly, we'll see that what is a participle. So let's see its definition. A participle is that form of the verb which is partly a verb and partly an adjective. A participle is a double part of speech, a verb and adjective combined. A participle does the work of a verb as well as an adjective. Let's see different types of participle. It is of three types. The first one is present participle, the second one is past participle, and the third one is perfect participle. Present participle includes first form of verb plus ing. Past participle includes third form of verb, and perfect participle includes having plus third form of the verb. So these are the different three types of participle. As we know that present participle includes first form of the verb plus ing, now we'll see use of present participle in different situations. A participle qualifies a noun. For example, a bubbling spring is very beautiful to look at. Here the underlined word bubbling is present participle and it qualifies the word spring, which is a noun. In the next example, never try to get into the running train. Here running is present participle and the word train is a noun. In the next sentence, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Here the word rolling is present participle and the word stone is a noun. Hearing the noise the baby woke up. Here the word hearing is present participle which qualifies the noun noise. So these are the different examples of present participle which qualifies different nouns. If present participle is made from a transitive verb, it takes an object. A transitive verb is a verb that requires an object to receive the action. For example, I met a student carrying a bag of books. Here the word carrying is present participle and the word carry is a transitive verb which requires an object to receive the action. In the next example, we met a girl carrying a bunch of flower. Here again, carrying is present participle and the word carry is a transitive verb which requires an object. Here, a bunch of flowers is used as an object. In the third sentence, there came a man carrying a basket of apples. Here, carrying is present participle and it is made from a transitive verb carry. It requires an object and here the object is a basket of apples. So these are the different examples of present participle that are made of transitive verb. It is used to denote the second activity after the completion of the first. Let's see its different examples. The first example is washing his hands, he ate fruit. Here the underlined word washing is present participle and here it is used to denote the second activity which is he ate fruit. In the next example, finishing the work, we went out for a walk. Here the underlined word finishing is present participle which is used to denote we went out for a walk. In the third example, writing an essay, he went to buy books. Here, writing is present participle and it is used to denote the second activity which is he went to buy books. So these are the different examples of the use of present participle that we use to denote the second activity after we complete the first activity. Present participle is used in the continuous tense which is also known as the progressive tense. Let's see its different examples. I am playing tennis. Here the word playing is present participle which is used to denote that the work still is continuing. In the next example, we were learning our lessons. Here learning is present participle In the next example, he will be coming home soon. Here, coming is present participle. So, this is the use of present participle in the continuous tense. The next use of present participle is that it may govern a pronoun. For example, hearing him speak, I was pleased. Here, the present participle hearing is used before the pronoun him. In the next example, seeing him fall from the tree, I rushed to help him. Here, seeing is present participle which is used before a pronoun him. The next use of present participle is that it may be modified by an adverb. For example, loudly knocking at the gate, he asked permission. Here, loudly is adverb and knocking is present participle. And in this example, present participle is modified by loudly. In the next example, frankly speaking, it was not my intention to harm you. Here, speaking is present participle which is modified by an adverb frankly. The next use of present participle is that it may be modified by an adverb of degree such as very, to, quite, rather, and so on. For example, it was a very charming sight. Here, charming is present participle which is modified by an adverb of degree very. In the next sentence, he is rather hardworking. Here, the underlined word hardworking is present participle which is modified by an adverb of degree rather. It may be used attributively. For example, the thundering clouds frightened the child. Here, the underlined word thundering is present participle which is used attributively. In the next example, the roaring lion escaped the cage. Here, the word roaring is present participle and it is used attributively for the word lion. It may be used predicatively. Predicate is the part of the sentence. The thing stated about the subject is called predicate. Let's see its different examples. He kept me waiting. Here, waiting is present participle which is used as predicate. In the next example, the teacher kept him standing. The word standing is present participle and here it is used predicatively. Second type of participle is past participle. When verb ends in d or ed or t or n or en, then it becomes past participle. For example, read read, close closed, drive driven, forget forgotten. These are the different examples of the past participle. Now we'll see the use of past participle. It presents a completed action. For example, the tired student began to rest. Here the underlined word tired is past participle which presents a complete action. In the next sentence, the trees were laden with fruit. Here the underlined word laden is past participle and here it is used to present a complete action. In the third sentence, blinded by dust storm, we lost our way. Here, blinded is past participle and it is used to present a complete action. And in the fourth example, the frightened child began to cry. Here, the word frightened is past participle and it is used to present a complete action. Past participle qualifies a noun that is placed after it. For example, she had a varied look. Here, varied is past participle which qualifies a noun look. In the next example, broken marble can injure your feet. Here, broken is past participle which qualifies marble which is a noun. And in the third sentence, The injured men were crying for water. Here, injured is past participle and men is a noun. And here, past participle injured is used to qualify men, which is a noun. It functions as adjective, which is complement of the verb. For example, the students were tired, the shops were closed, the girls were discouraged. In all these examples, the underlined word tired, closed, and discouraged are past participle, and here past participle is functioning as adjective. The next use of past participle is that it functions like an adverb modifying the verb. For example, she walked out offended. Here, offended is past participle and here it is functioning as an adverb and modifying the verb walked. In the next example, he left the hospital completely cured. Here, the underlined word cure is past participle and here it is functioning as an adverb. In the next example, a Park returned home very upset. Here the word upset is past participle and here it is used as an adverb and it is modifying the verb return. The next use of past participle is that it helps to form adjective phrase qualifying the noun placed before it. For example, the oranges plucked yesterday are still unripe. Here the underlined word plucked is past participle. It helps to form adjective phrase and here the adjective phrase is plucked yesterday and it is qualifying the noun oranges. In the next example, the goods stolen from the market have been recovered. Here the word stolen is past participle and the underlined word stolen from the market is an adjective phrase and it is qualifying the noun goods. In the third example, people injured in the accident were shifted to the hospital. Here injured is past participle. The underlined words injured in the accident is functioning as an adjective phrase and here adjective phrase is qualifying the noun people. Third form of participle is perfect participle. When we add having plus third form of verb, then it becomes perfect participle. Now we'll see the use of perfect participle. It is a verbal adjective form of verb converted into third form of verb. Having is used before it. For example, having worked hard, he went to sleep. Here, having worked hard is perfect participle. In the next example, having loaded the cart, the farmer went home. Here, the underlined words having loaded the cart is perfect participle. In the third sentence, the sun having set, we came home. Here, the underlined words the sun having set is perfect participle. Perfect participle may be the combination of present participle and past participle. It may be in active voice or passive voice. Let's see its different examples. The first example is having read the book, we went to school. Here the word having is present participle and the word went is past participle. And the sentence is written in active voice. In the second example, having been warned by me, he became serious. Here the word having is present participle and the word became is past participle. This is the example of perfect participle and the sentence is written in passive voice. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, comment and share the video. Thank you.